I want to talk today about asking your potential customers better questions on the front end so that you can, number one, understand what's working well within your marketing, and then number two, it's actually going to help you in the sales process if you have a type of business that has a lengthier sales process, or the customer has to go through some kind of a decision making process. And the worst question that I think that business owners ask, and again, this is just my opinion, is how did you hear about us? And the reason is because it gives the consumer on the other end of the phone, or if you're face to face, it gives them an easy out to where you can't really drill it down, meaning, oh, I heard about you online or whatever, but it doesn't tell the whole story on the decision making process to even pick up the phone to call you or send you an email, or however they contact you. And just saying, oh, I found you online is not a good enough answer for you, the business owner, but they're giving you a bad answer because you're asking a bad question. Online could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be your website, it could be a blog, it could be hundreds of things that you really can't nail down and track. And so, what is the better question, you ask? Well, the better question to me is, what do you know about us so far? Or tell us a little bit. Tell me a little bit about what you know about us. And I got this from the Donald Miller podcast. The Story Brand is the name of the company, and I thought this was very intriguing because what it does is whenever you ask, tell me what you know about us, you get a variety of different things. And if they just found you through a Google search, they're going to say, I don't know anything about you. I just found you on Google. And then you can mark down on your little tally that they, got you from a Google search. But if they've had several touch points with your company, it would sound a little bit like this. Well, I know that you guys do some advertising on the radio, so I went and checked out your website, really loved your testimonials, and started reading some reviews and decided, hey, this is a really good company. So in that instance, who gets the credit? Well, the radio commercial does, whoever built your website does, who's ever writing your blog gets the credit, and also your team who's providing outstanding customer service to get the testimonials is getting that too. But on the sales side, you now understand that this potential customer has already been doing some research on your company, and they're familiar with it. And so that helps you go into your pitch or whatever that you do to get customers to commit to your products or services. Now, on the other hand, again, at the very beginning, if they say something about, I have no idea anything about you guys, I was referred by a friend, her or his name is such and such, and they told me to call you. Well, now you know that that's where that lead came from. It came from X person. They don't know anything, and now you have to educate them a little bit, if you choose to, on who you are or whatnot. But I promise you, you're going to get a much more robust response by asking, what do you know about us, than how did you hear about us? Because that does nothing for you as far as tracking the different touch points, and it does nothing for you as far as to helping you get some info on them, on what they know about you, so you know what you need to tell and what you can omit in your story. So start asking that question, rephrase it just a little bit. I used to say, why did you choose us? But to me, up front, that's a little too much, right off the bat. Now, later on the back end, when they turn in the proposal or the signed contract or whatnot, then you can ask, why did you choose us? But on the very first initial phone call, when someone says, hi, I'm interested in doing XYZ, great. Tell me what you know about it so far, and just listen to the responses that you get. Try it for a month and let me know how that goes, and I promise you're going to get just a much more fruitful response, so you can go back and see what's working in your business.